The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back.
I'm Ariana.
And I am Brittany.
And this is
an A&B Conversation.
We have a really fun week ahead of us today.
Period.
We have a very, very, very special guest. The one, the only, Rich Almighty.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the pod.
Right.
I'm usually over there for people
Yeah.
who don't know.
Right.
I've never watched
Our
before.
haven't missed-
producer,
right.
our confidant, our
Some dumb odd reason I
sucker.
agreed to do this. Well, you were good enough to be on my interview.
Yeah.
You're going to be on for the next
Yes.
season.
Yeah.
So I guess I owed you
Payback.
something.
Right.
I must really like you guys. So.
We are your
I think
favorite.
a little bit.
Some of.
that may be wrapping up. We'll see. So.
This week we are going to be playing our handy dandy drinking game, good old truth or shot.
Whoop whoop.
Per usual, we have a bowl of questions, and if you decline to answer, you take a shot or two.
Yeah.
Depending.
Great. I'm going to get all the doubles. It's gonna be like Jeopardy. Double, triple Jeopardy. You know.
It's going to be all about you.
Ugh.
All
I
about
don't even want
Rich.
to know where these questions came from.
No.
I don't even want to know.
No.
I'm,
That's beside the point.
yeah. Okay.
And as per tradition, we
usual.
will start with our
Cheers.
intro shot.
Intro
cheers
shot.
to our network. Cheers to Emerge.
Period. And she's
Woohoo.
rich.
Oh, man.
Nothing like warm vodka.
Ugh, same.
I also got drunk as fuck last night, and I'm
Oh,
hungover,
dear.
so yeah, date night turned into a bar night.
Everything.
Yeah.
We're going to mixy everything in.
That's good.
Okay, so
Who's
I go
first?
first.
You
per
go first.
usual.
Yeah, because you always go first. That's
Yep.
right.
Britt
Yeah.
goes first, and
We just
I
did
go.
a truth or shot a couple weeks ago, right?
We did with Jade.
Yep.
Now it's your turn.
It's your turn. Woohoo! Rich Almighty.
Right.
Also, I don't know if we told him in season 1 when we had Rich on, but we call him Rich Almighty because his nice name is not Almighty.
No.
He is just the man behind the camera. He's the voice of reason. So,
Yes. He's who we call on.
yeah. Shout out to Rich.
Period. Okay, truth or shot, which I feel like I always get this question every single time. This always happens to be
Yes.
in our handy dandy purple bowl.
It's been called to you.
Every time. What truth or shot, what's your current credit score? And it's every time. I'm not answering it again.
See, I would answer that one. That one I would answer all day long. I'm old. I got money. I'm not in your generation that's getting screwed by the government. I got lots of money. I'm all right. I
I'm
got
just a
pension,
broke ass
so,
mom, just living la vida
We're just
loca.
girls.
Literally, just
are
a
just
damn
girls.
girl. So, first shots for me.
Cheers to your bank account.
No, literally, it has increased since the last time we were
There
here.
you
Long
go.
may it prosper.
That's good to hear.
Ooh. You ready, Rich?
I think so.
Welcome to Truth or Shot.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't want to read this question.
What is
Like,
it? You have to read
This
it
is
out loud.
what I was afraid of, that I would get these questions. First of all, young ladies, you shouldn't be asking these questions. So, this truth or shot, who on set would you have sex with? If you decline, don't answer, take 2 shots. Well, I'm going to say I would not have sex with either of you because I'm a married man.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I don't have to take
Thank
a shot.
you. You
So
don't.
damn, like right there. Whew. So actually, if they're all like
the good
this, I'm
question.
going home sober. Like, you know. Shout out to Madam President
Yes,
Maria.
we love
Always,
Maria so
always.
much. She's the reason we have
51%
our
owner of
podcast.
Meranto Media.
Yes.
51%.
Yes.
Important.
Majority.
Yep.
Woman-owned business.
And
Majority
she is
growth.
the reason we're on the podcast.
Yes.
She
On
sought
this
us
woman-owned
I
business.
mean, I'm over here pressing all the buttons and doing all the stuff. She's definitely very heavily involved in everything that we do.
And very supportive.
No,
Yes.
just from the support
Yeah.
standpoint of letting me, like, Sure, go ahead. Like, go do what you have to do. I mean, all these kinds of fun things I get to do, and she's real supportive and
She
just,
participates
and
in
just
ours.
really like being that person to say, have you thought of like anything we do in the business? Like,
Yeah.
have you thought of this? Have you thought of that? Like, and finding podcasters, finding some diversity,
Yeah.
and just all that stuff for us. No, she's great.
Strive to be Madam Maria.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's.
get you a Maria.
You're never gonna get her on the podcast.
No.
She's never watched our wedding video, so like, let alone be on a podcast. So.
Okay, truth or shot? Have you ever had relations here in the podcast studio? I have not yet. Chances are there's still a chance.
I'm just gonna warn you.
That's why he won't give us a key.
Just want you to know there are security cameras here, and I don't want to watch that footage. So no,
He
thank
said,
you.
"This is why you guys don't get a key."
That's right.
Risky on set.
A and B
That's pretty funny.
conversation is a
Yeah.
no. I'm just kidding.
Not
That's
kidding.
funny.
You
That's pretty funny.
Truth or shot? When was your last bowel movement? This morning. I strive to do that
That's
daily.
good. Yeah, that's. Some of these are softballs.
Yeah.
There's some other ones over there. I was
Right.
over there when I was turning around. I wasn't even on the pod. Truth or shot? What would it take for you to sleep with you? Wait, what would it? I probably should put my glasses on. What would it take for you to sleep with you or someone? I'm assuming there's a missing word.
Yeah.
Someone you are not attracted to. Ooh.
What would it take?
Again, this is going back to my youth.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not a now question.
Single rich days.
Single
Right.
rich days. I don't think.
Just one good beer.
I don't know. I'm just like.
He said, "Hell no, nothing."
No, I'm a good Catholic boy, or at least I was back then. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I would. Like, I don't think it'd be. I'd have to be really drunk. I think I'd have to be really, really drunk.
So
like,
a lot of liquor.
like it'd have to be like she's, like the beer goggles, back in the
right.
days we used to call them. I think it would have to be like I just didn't even know what she looked like. I think it would have probably had to have been like 6 beers. It probably would have to be that. So that one, I'm okay.
As
with
we
that.
got rich on the pod.
Right.
Right. Shots.
Yeah.
Woohoo. All right, and the bowl is back to me. All right.
Do.
Okay. Woohoo. Truth or shot? Which celebrity would you never want on your own podcast?
That's the big pile.
Who would? Yeah, there's so many people.
Celebrity.
Donald Trump. He's a celebrity and not a politician.
Right.
That's just like an easy off-rip one. I mean,
There's a
anybody
lot of
that's
toxic.
publicly racist.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of toxic males out there.
Yeah. There's like that's like a common thing. People are constantly saying to Brittany and I, like, you need a male perspective.
God.
Like we've never in our lives needed it. Let alone on this fucking podcast. Like
You need just in your lives. You need a male perspective.
no,
or just on
especially
this
I think
pod?
on the
podcast.
I disagree
podcast.
with that completely. There, like 90, probably what I've never done the math on it, but there's probably like 75% of pods are already mansplaining.
Yeah,
like,
like,
that's
talk
kind of
about
like how
it.
our conversation with you ladies ended up. Like Maria's like, you don't have any. Like, you need to find a woman
Yeah.
pod. And I'm like, well, you're a woman. Like, why don't you find me? Because he says like a lot of pods are like mansplaining, and
Yes,
they are. Like,
It
I mean,
is
it's,
a man with a microphone, right?
Yeah, like a guy with a
Literally.
microphone and talking about a lot of guy type things.
But I feel like we have a lot of male guests. I feel like we have more male guests than women.
yeah, for sure.
You're
They
pretty
That's
just-
why I liked when the guys say that to us. I'm like,
Like we have
what do
men
you
on
want to do?
here.
Sit and debate us on our own set?
I
Oh,
wish
great.
you would. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
I
you-
think, but for the topics that you chose when you did that, they made sense.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like
Absolutely.
just a regular conversation
No.
about relationships and stuff. It was like usually like a drinking game. Like
Yeah.
they've all been drinking.
Yeah.
games, except like the first time I was on, I was just at a stranded interview. But like
Yeah.
most of them all been games.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to get each
Just
other
fun.
like,
It's
Like,
just
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
They weren't like
Well,
more.
we also are not
Right.
very serious people.
Yeah,
Right.
that too, and like we're a podcast. We talk about anything and everything.
Whatever
so
applies
like
to
you know,
us.
so
Yeah.
it like always goes all over the
For
place.
sure.
So yeah, no.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't had a shot yet. I've only
You
did the
will.
pre-shot.
Oh, you will. You will.
Yeah,
Don't
there's
worry.
still time.
What is the most shame-filled? What is your most shame-filled orgasm? Do I have to tell the story?
I think you should just take the shot.
I don't know what my most. I can't even think
Like it'd
of.
be drug fueled.
Yeah. More probably drunk. Yeah, I be doing some shit. I just be be doing shit.
Rich is having
doing
flashbacks.
shit like and I think about that the next day and I'm like, disappear. Please disappear.
And the bowl is back to Rich Almighty.
Back to me. No, I'm just gonna put the glasses on.
Commit,
I mean,
yes.
everybody knows I'm old, so. All right. If someone offered you $100,000 to leave your partner or future partner, would you? Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's not a lot of money.
Period.
First of all, that's not even a lot of money.
Right.
I feel like if you're willing, ultimately, if you're willing to leave your partner
for $100,000,
for $100,000, then you would want to leave anyway. Like you're doing it for that's not a lot of money. I mean, that's a lot of money. Obviously, it's a lot of money.
Right, but
I mean,
in this day and age, you can't even get a house with that shit. That's
no,
not a lot of
literally
money.
100 like.
You get a Cybertruck.
It'll blow up and
Throw
keep
it
you
right over
unsafe,
the driveway.
allegedly. Yeah.
Cybertruck
you
looks
locked
like a
in.
damn iPad.
I'm still gonna drink a little bit on that one anyway.
Yes, Rich.
Yes, because a shout out to Madam President.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shout out to
That's
having
what's
some
the drinking
drinks.
game. Every time
right.
I mention Maria, that would have been a better.
I was hoping I didn't get this because I'm definitely going to answer it.
We'll have a side bet.
Yeah.
Every time you add,
every
right.
Time
Every time
he says Maria or we say Madam President, take a shot. Drink
Yeah.
responsibly. Play with us at home.
Right.
Truth or shot? What's one useless skill you refuse to give up? There are so many people don't know that I can do this.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it one time and I'm never going to do it again.
I can do it right now.
Yeah. I can distort my face.
What does that mean?
Ready?
Wait,
Wait, don't make me smile because I can't do it then. I literally can distort my face.
Bitch, what the fuck is that? Do you have Botox?
No, I have no But wait, it gets crazier. You do it to me. Just push my cheeks down heavy.
Like, wait.
That's
Why?
weird.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
Is that your white people gene?
I can just
I'm
distort
white,
my
and
face.
that's nowhere got my face. I don't know, like.
I'm astounded.
That's crazy.
I am astounded.
You made me smile so they put back into place. I don't know why. I can just distort my face.
That's weird.
How did you figure
I've known
that
this for
out?
years.
How? Like,
Secrets.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
have
how-
you ever showed anybody else that?
Yeah, when I get drunk, I have shown people. Then
You
people are like,
never-
"God, she's having a stroke."
Bitch, I know you since
Any
you were
gentleman
4.
be like-
I've never seen that
Any
before.
gentleman ghost you after that? Like, I'm getting
Never.
Like,
God, they know their bread's buttered.
And you keep doing it.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna do that weird ass eye thing that my dad used to do. You remember
No,
he used
I
to
hate-
flip
yes,
up? Oh
I hate
my
that.
god,
And
the
his both
flip!
eyelid makes me
Ah,
uncomfortable.
don't do it.
yeah, that freaks. When anybody can be like, ah. And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't
I
even know how I
cannot.
discovered that, but like sometimes if I'm like hard washing my face or like like putting moisturizer on,
Well, that makes sense.
it will just go.
I think
I'm
I'd freak out and run right to the emergency room if that happened to me. I'm like, oh my god.
But all I do is feel my cheek
I'm having
fat.
I'm having a
Yeah,
stroke.
it looks like a
The left
stroke,
side of
especially if
my
I do
face
like
is
one or
sliding
like
down.
one side, like. Yeah, because he made me smile. It popped back into place.
I'm sitting here like,
I don't know.
please somebody snap that
So I
like
don't know
in
if
my
that's a
face.
skill set, but I can distort my face.
Yeah,
I
that's
could go
something.
incognito.
I wouldn't say everybody can do that. So.
I definitely
You
can't.
don't know. You never tried.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it right now.
Now you all know one of my hidden talents.
That's crazy.
I want to distort my face and get rid of the forehead wrinkles. That's what I want.
No way.
Start shoving them up there.
Push it up higher.
Bitch, have you had Botox? Like, obviously, I
Isn't
do
it?
know,
I
but like,
know, you would
wow.
know. I've not
usually
had any
people-
work done.
Damn.
Full disclosure, we have not had any work done. Right?
No.
You haven't. Yeah.
No.
I know I would know, but I'm just double check. We've not done any work done. It's
But a
all
lot of people
God given.
do right. A lot of people do Botox for like medical reasons,
Yeah,
which
that's
I've
why it was originally
seen.
created was to correct.
Right.
Well, there,
cross-eyed.
And for like
it also started with
migraines and like
Yes.
all types
I know
of
some
shit.
people that I know someone that does the Botox stuff
For migraines.
And my grandma got Botox for her sweat glands.
Yeah, but that's a vanity thing.
But if you get the extra,
Well, no, she sweats like
Oh,
that.
shit.
Girl will literally sit there and just be dripping down sweat. Like, girl, get a fucking
Postmenopause, things they don't
napkin.
tell us when we're growing up.
Right. This is
Sucks
after
to be a
menopause. That'd be
woman.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, girl.
And it's back to Brit.
Have you ever fallen asleep during sex? No.
have.
No.
Rich
I don't think.
Like,
I don't think so. I don't. No.
That's fun. That's okay. Well, I'm glad that
You're present.
your friends at the time were entertaining. Like you don't want to like. But I feel like if you're working a lot, like you could just be like,
tired.
Yeah.
I could be like, if you're especially if you were younger and you're working like 2 jobs.
Being tired is just
And
my
it's already
personality
4 o'clock
trait
in the
at
morning
this
after
point.
night out drinking, right? Like
I'm
I
always-
feel like
That's
a
what the time I fell asleep.
Totally understandable thing.
Yeah, the time I fell asleep was after a
Well,
night clubbing.
if I was drunk, then
And
I
woke
don't
up and
remember.
I was like, oh, yeah, and we're back at it. Uh-oh.
What's your least favorite podcast topic? So do you think that's like from your show or just like in general?
I think in general.
Yeah, wherever you think. Yeah, whatever one you genuinely.
Ooh,
don't care for.
this is a tough one. I'm trying to think if there's anything I was like, oh my God, I just wish this would end. There have been times that I'm sitting in the chair and I'm like,
I remember.
and it's not even the people. Like sometimes it doesn't go well because like,
The
I would say
energy.
there's been some times when like maybe the guest was terrible. And like, so I'll
Awkward.
call the guest was the topic because they
Yeah.
were interviewing, and the guest was like, you know, like, tell us about what you do. I work. Like it was like the answers
Yeah.
were like the guy like there was no the
Who
person didn't realize that they needed to like talk.
Who? Or take a shot.
Yeah, I don't remember
He
him
said
because
a
like
person is the topic, so you
Yeah.
gotta say who
Okay.
or take a shot.
yeah, like I'll take the shot because like I feel like I'm not really answering.
No, you didn't
'Cause,
unfortunately, unfortunately. But I do
Yeah,
understand
like,
what you
yeah.
mean.
Like, topic wise, I think like I don't know, because I mean, it got me too. Like there's some things like maybe I'm just a producer anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
but you have a podcast coming soon.
Right.
Hopefully
And you have
people don't-
podcasts on, right?
Hopefully people don't think that, but you know, least favorite podcast.
You
All right,
gonna take a shot?
I'm gonna take a shot.
I know that's right.
I was trying to answer as much as I can. Today was already hard being hungover. And if you're watching this, happy Thursday. Please like, comment, and subscribe. New episodes every Thursday at 6
I
p.m.
forgot what this straight vodka tastes like.
Truth or shot? Have you slept with anyone from our creative co-op? No, I have not. I've had inquiries,
Inquiries, right?
inquiries, but I have not slept with anyone from our network. I'll just
I can
toss
take.
it here.
Okay, we're getting down
What's
there.
the line? We see you don't like.
Don't shit where I eat.
That's don't
shit
shit where
Yeah.
you eat.
Don't shit where I eat.
Don't
And there's
shit
not
where you
anybody that
pot.
I'm attracted to in our.
Right.
Yeah. Not yet.
Coming too. I'm just kidding.
I'll do my best to try to find more attractive gentlemen.
Thank you.
I appreciate it for me as well. Thank you.
I think I know your type. So
Toxic and trouble.
Wait, mine?
No. I just said ours in general.
Yeah.
Toxic and trouble. It just is recurring. Okay, truth or shot. What's the worst thing someone on this set has said about me? Hey, me? What's the worst thing that somebody said about me?
yeah.
I don't know. Shall if I know. They didn't tell me.
Truth.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think if I remember anything where like.
What they say about me?
No, I don't think there's been anything personal.
The hell?
That's what I'm wondering.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure the podcast that we got into the little, like, our disagreement with, I'm sure they had some choice words. That, remember when Rich was out of town and we shot our content in the back?
Hated him.
Yeah, fuck him.
But that wasn't on the pod. That was just like
Right.
Yeah.
comments and stuff.
Yeah, like, just, yeah.
You probably have a lot of comments where people weren't so nice.
Oh, we have tried.
Oh
that.
yeah, always.
People have called us, like,
before.
Then just don't follow it.
I prefer it. I don't, any
People got
attention
nothing
is
better to do.
attention.
Right.
And it goes towards our analytics, so I don't give a fuck. Troll
Well,
us.
true.
Yeah, people have said some mean things online about it to us.
Now I'm getting all the podcast ones.
Good.
What is the one thing you won't talk about on your podcast?
Me staring.
I know, I'm like,
Um,
what won't you talk about on your podcast?
and this is only based on. It's funny, like if I was on a different podcast and we were doing this on like tanks or something,
Right.
What would jump into my head would be a completely different thing. But because we're on your podcast and this has come up many times on the podcast, and I mentioned it to you and the guys that were here earlier. I'm going to say this one body count. I'm not body count. We're not talking about
Hey,
body
we on
count
the
at
same
all.
page,
Yeah,
right?
we are
I ain't
not
telling. That ain't nobody's
My
business.
kids might see this.
But me and God.
It's just your wife.
Right.
That's all they need to know.
Because there's no good answer to
everybody's
that.
disappeared.
There's absolutely no good answer
Right.
to that
No.
that question anyway.
I mean,
someone is going to judge you whether it's 1 or 50.
all
Yeah.
you have to
And you
say
should be
is
judged if
one
it's 50.
because
But like if it's 1 or 50, someone's gonna say, "Why only 1? Why only
Well,
2? Why only
well-
9? Why did you like whatever?"
well, if they don't got no proof, then you never did it.
True.
So you got kids
Okay,
with
no,
Maria,
no,
and
okay,
that's
Drea
it.
talking about my home disk gets deleted. Not a fucking chance.
You only have proof that I had sex with one person, which is my baby daddy. There's nobody else. Prove it.
It's
They
called
could
truth
prove
or
it.
shot.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not your
I was gonna
question.
say, with our
Well-
record in history, there are video evidence.
Well, then,
so.
then that's two.
Ooh, truth or shot? What would it take for you to vote Republican?
You got it.
I can't say I would never vote Republican. It would just take somebody really respectable, not orange, not a sex offender, not. Yeah, I like if somebody really just stepped up and was just like, I just happen to be Republican, but I'm a reasonable person and I believe in helping people and
Right. I feel like that Republican has a lot of views that I just don't fuck with. So it's just
There
like
used to be more moderate Republicans
Yeah.
that were like people.
reasonable.
But I
Right.
just don't think there are any. Like there are,
Right.
and they're either hiding or
Yeah.
they're
Which
so
we
afraid.
understand. Stay hidden.
Yeah.
You know,
Stay
I
safe.
understand. Yeah, like, and I think there's been. I mean, I've like certainly voted.
But
for
come
Republicans
out. Let us
back
know
in
that
the
you're
day. Like,
there.
I wouldn't vote. There's not too many
No.
people. I mean, but there's some Democrats. I just like.
Oh,
That part
That's
too.
the problem too.
That's
So
yeah,
I think it'd
that's
be,
what I mean.
You,
Like-
you might say I'll vote for this person over this person only because I really don't like this person.
Yeah,
I can't believe
for
this person's still
sure,
on the
yeah.
ballot.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, but I get the I get the,
yeah,
I
like
get
if
the
there was
concept
somebody
of the
that was
question.
like
Right.
respectable, for sure I'd vote Republican. just
Especially if we're
because-
just talking about
I
president.
would like to
right?
see that.
So,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I would like to see it. I would need.
challenge
I would
you.
need to see it.
Yeah.
I would need to see it. See, this one's hard for me because
Don't be a pussy. Get to it. Get to the question.
I wish Rich would have had this
I
one.
know, me too. I'm so hoping.
I'll trade you.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I'll
Yeah,
trade
do
you.
a trade.
I'm gonna be a good sport.
We'll even
Alright,
do
give
a
me-
shot.
I'm
for
gonna
it.
Right.
be a
Great.
good sport.
Give
And
me-
I'm doing this just for the audience. This is how much I
Give
love
me
you
yours
girls.
and I'll take.
I
no,
love
no,
you
no.
girls so much that I'm
Willing to
willing
enter
to.
into-
Let's trade.
Just trade. So we'll
Okay,
we'll
you
get-
hold that
We're gonna
one.
get the audience to hold on a little bit longer. They won't change the channel if this was 1980.
We've never
So-
had a tradesies. This
No.
is the first
This is
time.
the first. This is groundbreaking.
It's like when you watch The Voice every season. They had like the steel. Like,
yeah,
you know, this is like a
There's
new
always a
thing.
little added like.
There's like you gotta keep the
Listen,
show fresh.
Now imagine if I still
I'm
had
gonna
to.
regret this.
Yes.
I'm gonna regret this.
Imagine if I still had to take a shot to this. OMG.
Which comes worse? I take a shot. Like right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Is this worse?
She has to
Is this
still
worse?
take a shot. No.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna try it though because I've been practicing. Okay,
Okay.
Oh,
I've
boy.
been practicing, and Mateo was here. the
He's
last
watched
time
you-
we had
he's watched
this question,
beat your ass time after time after time after time.
I only ever had it once.
All right, and the
but he
question
was
is,
here. Truth or shot? Name 10 countries in Africa.
wait, please read the parentheses. That's an important factor.
There are 54 countries in Africa. you didn't have to do all that. Okay.
Gotta have
so-
a system. You gotta think of what's up
no,
north.
I don't.
She's her brain
That
doesn't
doesn't help at
like
all?
but I did just look at this the other day because I was
Okay.
on my ancestry DNA because I am African, Nigerian, Congolese,
one.
Yep.
Nigeria, Congo, Senegal, West Africa.
Yep. There's other Africas.
I don't know, right? It's
Rich,
there?
no leading the witness.
I don't know.
I don't know. You're doing good.
I really need to get at least 5.
I would hope. They are so helping you because this is just pathetic. This is just sad.
You had West Africa.
It's-
Take a guess.
East Africa is
No.
not a thing. South Africa.
South Africa.
North
South
Africa.
Africa.
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
but at
Okay.
least you got
Okay.
five.
That's cool.
You got
That's cool.
five
That's
now.
cool. It's so terrible because I literally just looked at this yesterday.
Where are the pyramids?
Hell if I know.
Do not lead the witness. Let her go up
I
that for
tried,
the
it didn't
third
even help.
fucking time.
The second time. Well,
Second
no, it
time.
might have been the third time.
I'm
Actually.
saying I actually got it one time and I did that.
I know which one I'm thinking of. I'm gonna wait till you quit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I know
be
you
so
got all- you
I'm gonna
probably
be
got
so
40
upset
of them.
when
Yeah,
I
I'm
when
good at
I
geography.
don't. I'm so upset. I'm gonna be so upset because I literally just looked at this and I studied this and I said next time if I ever get this question I'm going to nail it.
Look what the devil's lettuce has done to your
But you know what
memory.
is these games? like-
Siberia? No, that's not. No,
that's-
There's one that starts with an S though. What
no,
is?
you're close. Yeah.
Siberia.
No, I know
It's
now
a
that I think
Nordic
of
country.
a Siberian person, I'm like, no. But it's an S.
Yep.
Chad.
Yes.
Okay. See,
You're
okay.
6.
What are you at?
6.
Okay.
6.
Your move.
Bitch.
Okay, so it's time for two
I'd
shots.
hate to say it.
Yeah.
I hate to. Is
It
it
is time.
2?
I think was it a 1 or a 2? It's a 1. You're in luck. Yeah, I should have made that.
I'd be
You got
so
Egypt.
Oh my God!
Morocco.
I'm annoyed.
Syria was the one you were thinking of.
Syria. Thank you.
And I was, you know
That's
what I was thinking?
That's it.
And this is only because this is like a movie, is Madagascar.
Yeah,
Madagascar.
Because I'm thinking of like the movie with the
Kenya,
zebra.
Somalia.
You know, like, I like to move it. Like Somalia.
Being put on the spot like that, like all I can see is like I'm
I
like
think if you
know
put me
it. I
in
can't
any
think of
game show.
I can't see the map in my head. All I can see is big ass bright ass light, and I'm like, I know it.
I think if you throw me in any game show, even if I could answer those questions on a game show, I'm dead. I can't. I watch Wheel of Fortune, which is like not a smart person's show, and I'm like, I don't even see the word. I'm like, Maria's like naming the phrases left and right.
Why?
I'm
Are
like,
you smarter than a 5th grader? Tore me up.
Not under pressure. I'm certainly not smarter than a 5th grader under pressure. And I watched the other one. What's the new one? Is like the wall or
Yes,
the
I
whatever.
love that.
That's a great
I
one.
thrive under pressure.
But I think I totally would freeze.
dope.
I'd totally freeze on
Oh
that
my
one.
God! I'm like,
Even the topics that I feel like I know.
right.
All right, let's see what I
All
traded
right, yeah,
for.
what you traded
What did you
for.
trade?
It's a long question too.
It is.
2 shots if I decline.
Okay.
Which podcast from Emerge would you like to get rid of? Take 2 shots if you decline. I figured I should have guessed. If I wanted to be,
What are they?
I have an out if I wanted to, because I could be mean and say your podcast, which would be a lie, and I wouldn't lie.
That would be.
would
And I
never
could say
do
like my
that.
own podcast, because that's just a scapegoat.
You also
You know?
would
Yeah,
not do
no,
that.
you would have to
I
say.
am an honorable person, so I will take the
Tank
double
also
shot.
could not answer a similar question when he was on. He was like, "Oh, I gotta take a shot." Poor Tank.
My tea was I barely even know all the names of the podcast, to be totally honest with you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it's not on Thursday,
I love all my
if it's not on
podcasters.
Wednesday, we know, right? Did you take 2 shots?
That was 2.
Oh, okay.
That was a
It's not
double,
3,
yeah.
it's not
Oof.
3.
Truth or shot? What is your worst habit? I'm never on time to anything
Ugh.
ever.
I can
Say.
attest to that.
Every fucking day.
Say.
I'm late to do anything that I have to do. I'm gonna be late for. I don't care.
I know that firsthand and secondhand.
Yeah.
I know that sitting here waiting for you, and also knowing that like your cousin, is something
Yeah,
that she's
yeah.
late for everything. Because I told her
Yeah.
she's late. She's like she's always late. So.
I'll never be on time to anything, and I don't aspire to be.
Yeah, it is what it is. Right.
What can you do?
Just
My therapist
be
just
on
called me-
time for your wedding.
No.
Yeah, you gotta be on time.
You should be
for your
early.
Yeah,
We got a lot of things
Yeah,
to do.
I'm never
Or
early to
nothing
anything.
to do.
My therapist just called me out about being late. She was like, "Do you just not feel like doing the work?" And I'm like, "Bitch, no, I just am late to everything. Like, this is not personal."
I'm trying my best. No matter how early,
And I'm not even
no
horribly
matter
late.
when I start something, I always end up being late. Like, this has nothing to do with my child at this point. Like, I am a seasoned
But at least you
mother.
can blame your child.
I can't blame him no more. He's 11, so it's just.
Yeah, it's not like I had a hard time
I
getting your
blame
shoes
my
on.
kids now for things, and they're like 20. They're in their 20s.
Trust me, I
That
do that.
damn
But like, it'd be
blah,
like,
blah blah kid.
girl.
I was doing something for him. Had to drop his car off at the garage. Which is these are all reasons I am late for things. I bring his car to the garage and blah blah blah. And couldn't get in the
Right.
shower because there's like you know.
anything.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. Sometimes his hair just don't do what it's supposed to do. It's curly and it just is its own. It's its own
locks.
business.
Kiss-ass.
No, my hair.
I
mean, his hair.
I was like,
his hair literally takes 3 hours to do. I just did his hair on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours of me standing on my feet.
If you're a parent, you deserve to blame your child.
No, for real. I did his hair, and then I turned around and did my mom's hair. She wanted a cut. She wanted a color. I said, not the unpaid salary. This is crazy.
Please tip your hairstylist.
Nobody gave me anything, but just words. Just mouth. Truth or shot, what is one thing about Emerge that you don't like? I like everything.
Shot.
I can't think of anything that I don't like. Everything's great.
I know what she doesn't like.
What?
We can't say that on the air, though, because I know.
I'm thinking, what do I not like?
There's actually a couple things you don't like, but we won't talk about it.
I don't know what I don't like.
I know what you don't. It's more of a who than a what. But
there are so many who's.
Yeah.
There's like, there's who's. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the Bitcoin podcast.
Oh, Jesus. I mean,
you're rude.
I'm sorry.
And you're not that
just
special.
Do anything to come
our
here.
podcast does better, so. And I do better. And you have a Tesla, so it speaks to your character.
That's my fault.
Yeah, you opened it up.
I've triggered her. If you came with a warning label, what would it say? This is a big label.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say it's not like it's like when you go to the movies.
And
it's like, be careful, or you watch a show, there's like flashing lights and it'll cause seizures. So I feel like it's a really long warning. So yes, I think I would say the warning would be like, he talks too much.
Warning, Rich.
Rich talks too much. He, how was I going to say it? He's a lot of personality.
He's an Aries.
Probably will probably start crying. I cry a lot.
We've never seen you cry.
No, you've seen me cry.
Yeah, I've seen her.
Oh,
cry.
damn.
I'll cry. We cried when we were doing her interview.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
when
I'm in a situation and I'm talking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's your first cry on the podcast.
No, I'm not a crier.
She's been hoping for a cry.
I was hoping
a podcast cry.
A podcast. I
well,
love a
you
film
wanted
cry.
us a podcast cry.
And I will say it was a real.
weird.
I can't wait for people to see it because it was one of the reasons I want to do that podcast, because I want to find out about why people like to do this stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're not necessarily doing because you're being famous and quit your job. You're doing it because you get something out of it. And
I wish that I could.
But I mean, I get a lot of people really have a vested interest in doing it from a wellness standpoint.
Yeah.
And so I get emotional. I get emotional a lot nowadays just because I do feel like these opportunities I get to do with people, it brings a lot. It brings a lot to me. So
and you've
I
had
get
some
very
cool
emotional.
opportunities, the movie you created, and worked some of the companies that have hired you to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just who you are as a person too. Because in high school, everybody would look to you to do all of those things, and they grew from you doing all those things for them to help them. That had nothing to do with you getting paid better or doing increasing your salary or doing anything like that.
I do. I really appreciate
I feel like
that,
anytime your name is ever mentioned, it's only in a really, really bright light. You know what I mean? It's always people just sincerely oh, I remember him from this, and it's always media things and things like that, and that's really just who you are as a person.
The teacher
never
left.
That probably should be the warning label too. If you tell me that I'm important to you, I will probably check on you way too much. I just checked. I was sitting here when I was sitting earlier. I was texting a former student. She posted something, and we ended up in a conversation.
Yeah.
I just love checking on and being part of people that matter to me. I love that I can do that and I can be part of their lives. So that's to put that on the warning label.
Yeah.
That's so
sorry,
special, right?
Sorry, I'm probably gonna be around too much. Sorry about that. I'm a lot.
It's okay.
Enough of this sentimental bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Next, take a shot.
We're all gonna start crying.
Everybody take a shot.
Truth or shot? Are there any nudes on your phone? Absolutely. I look great naked. I probably look better naked. So I'm sure. And there was a video of a woman, and she was just like, "Ladies, get your nudes in. You won't look like that forever." And she was like a more mature woman. And I'm like, thanks. and I
Period,
will.
bitch. Right.
Got him.
Period, sister.
Yeah.
Not
Make
a
sure it's not
problem.
an automatic upload to the iCloud.
No, literally.
That's just how
The
you wanna
cloud.
do
Once the
it.
cloud gets it, it's over.
Not that it matters.
No.
If you
I
get
mean,
hacked, you're
Somebody's
hacked.
always looking, anyways. Truth or shot, what is the most expensive thing you bought within the last year? Oh, name a dollar amount. Ooh, I don't know. Bitch, these bills beat my ass.
Yeah. AIDS.
These bills is beat my ass. Probably something had to do with my goddamn car. Like,
Yeah.
beating me up. So I guess I can take a shot because, like, I don't know what a dollar amount because everything just seems so fucking expensive. And it always has to do with life. I ain't been on a trip. I ain't bought nothing incredibly nice. Like, what the hell? I just been paying these damn bills.
Life is life.
And that's it. Inflation beat my ass
Yeah.
to the nth degree.
Sucks right now.
Yeah.
Everything just
Whatever my salary is, I spent that.
Yeah, like everything's just too freaking
And then
expensive.
some.
Thank you. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I put glasses back on.
Handy dandy
vodka ain't helping.
glasses.
How could I better this question almost doesn't make any sense for me. This is not direct because I don't know how. I guess I know I don't have an answer to this, so I'm gonna have to do a shot.
I like it.
How can I better contribute to the creative co-op more? I own the bitch. I'm here all the time.
49%.
49% of the time.
No, 100% of the
100% of the time.
100% ownership.
Where are you? Why aren't you here helping?
She wasn't with you shooting in the gym.
She's like, go
She
go
is
over there
the
and leave
gym.
me
She's
alone.
like, do what you gotta do.
That was great.
And I take your other shot
So
because
I gotta
we
take a
were
shot
talking
'cause there
about
is no
Madam.
answer to that question.
We were talking about Madam
we
President.
did talk
So
about.
take your other shot,
Please,
people.
if you're watching and still here with us, please play along. This is great.
Okay, we're
Contribute
getting low
more.
down, hold down.
We're getting to the bottom here. Truth or shot? What was the last thing you Googled that you were afraid to admit? If nothing, take 2 shots. Let me think about that for 1 second here. I haven't really Googled anything wild.
Yeah, but there's got to be something you're like, I'm going to look that up, but you wouldn't want people to know you Googled it.
Right.
Like, just because it's not even anything. It's like, why do you care about that? Like, I mean, something like that. Like,
I don't really Google too much, and the last thing I Googled, like, that I know, like, that I remember was if the Thai restaurant I go to all the time was their hours, which I should know it because I go all the time. I went 2 days in a row.
Well,
So,
doesn't sound
gonna
like.
pour me up a double?
Does that a
Thank
double?
you.
That's
that was a double?
Ooh.
No, I mean the question.
Oh, I
was a
said
two-
nothing.
Yeah,
Clock
yeah.
it.
I didn't mean that.
I looked
Yeah,
at it
no,
like-
that's not. That shouldn't even be a like. I'm over there sometimes
He
thinking
even
like
clocked your
that is
shot.
not. I don't think they failed math because they don't know what a
did fail
shot
math.
is
I failed
because
math all
I
the
never
time.
Yeah.
failed math. I had a really good. I'm really good at math.
I literally just had
Actually,
this conversation the other night. I have yet to pass math.
it's
Seriously.
math anxiety. It's just-
Right.
I just like no, I don't even like, and I love you for saying that. I can barely count change. Like that actually stresses me the fuck out.
Right.
It's like why? Okay, I know what a quarter is 25. But like then there's so much you have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like one time.
That's
Yeah.
what credit cards are great. You don't care.
I don't
yeah,
care.
don't matter.
Whatever.
I don't
Swipe
care.
it.
What's
Hopefully,
just
it's
tell
there.
me what 8% or 16% is.
Yeah.
20,
Cheers to-
whatever.
Cheers to
Math.
yeah. No, I don't ever want to do that ever again.
I
Cheers to having to figure some shit out on Google.
I feel like my brain just does math. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I work on, like, a clock time. Like, okay, I'm going to do this for 15 minutes and then for 30 minutes.
Right.
Like that. And, like, just, like, numbers in
People's
general.
brains are
like
I'm an analytical. Like I'm a problem solving brain.
exactly.
Like so, it's funny. Like people like you should now because I'm getting older. People like you because I always forget. Like I was doing something with one of my friends the other day, and we were trying to remember the name of a movie, and I couldn't remember the name of the movie. And then she was saying, well, you should do these puzzles, but I don't like the puzzles
No, I
that are
just-
word based.
listen.
I only like visual puzzles where you have to like solve them like a
yeah.
thing.
I like a
And I'm
Sudoku puzzle.
Yeah.
Well, oh my god.
Oh, I love Sudoku
Scrabble.
puzzle.
I like
oh
Sudoku,
my
but
God,
I'm
I
not
love
doing.
it.
What's
No.
the one like? Remember what was the one that just drove me crazy because everybody did it all day long? It was like Words with Friends or something
God,
like that.
Oh my
I was
God.
a beast at Words with Friends, and I still to this day will challenge anybody
Yes,
to
'cause
it.
What
you
was the
got
one where you have
them
to guess the
words.
word randomly in the morning?
I know what game you're talking about.
What? It's like 5, and then you would. Oh, I did it in 1. Well, you
I
just
didn't
guessed.
play
have
that
no
game.
idea.
That was a COVID peak too.
Yeah.
I feel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
I don't do anything that's
it's not that I-
word-based.
Oh,
Like-
there's 3 left.
Wow.
We're getting
Wow,
down
this
to
went
it.
quick.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Wow, this wasn't. You took it easy.
I tried
Right.
to. I was kind of worried. I'm like, he's never.
I was nervous. I've never been this nervous in my life that I was going to be like.
Now I'm nervous because I have to pick the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pressure.
I should have picked that one, but I'm not. No,
Rich.
I don't even feel like I've done that much drinking.
Yeah.
unfortunate. Truth or shot? What can be done? What can you be doing for your personal brand to help it elevate?
If you don't fucking answer that question, you know what you need to be doing. It was a part of your New Year's resolution.
I think you got set up on this question. I'm going to write that one into
seems
the...
it
I'm
seems
going to put that
She
in the
doesn't start
document.
posting content. I'm going to report all her
seems
content.
though, right? But I think that, in my opinion, that it's like in my personal brand, exactly. It's like more than just content. It's like the doing too. Like, you know, like with the brand that I've kind of been doing and stuff like that. It's like the do and like the.
I have to say, grab the bottle.
Thank you.
Grab the bottle. Let's
It's
get a
for
little
mine.
brand. Let's do a little commercial here because people like have seen those, and I'm like, I have to get because I like. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, like the girl that's like, oh, Brittany's
Right.
here on Wednesdays, and she makes those.
I
Yeah.
do.
And I'm like, oh, those are so pretty. So I got to get like I got to get the information on that so I can share that.
Yes,
with people.
yes. I do have an Etsy page, obviously. So I do sell. I ship.
She
I
customizes anything. Well, not
I
everything.
can. I can
Anything-
customize
nothing
whatever
living.
that you. No, not people. Please. I will not customize your dead granny. But
How about the urn
somebody
that
being
she's
like-
in? How about the urn? Can you? Would you think, like, 'cause
yes,
that
for
would be
sure.
great. Like that would be
For
a much
sure.
prettier urn
we can
than what
put,
some
we
of
can
these
put your
things are.
granny in this. Like, you know, like it don't take too much.
Not Graham made it to the Don.
Baby, we'll get a nice one, okay? We'll thrift it or whatever you want to do. But
I'm so concerned.
I can really customize anything, whatever that you want done.
she
I
does
mean,
that.
the things that I like done, I do myself. Like, you know what I mean? But obviously I don't post the things that I do for myself because I do them for myself. But
We're here to promote her.
right. I got an artsy fartsy brain and I just love
And
to
putting the pedal to the metal. And
Okay,
moving the
okay.
needle.
Trying to get my you put it
Yeah.
back. I'm trying
There's
to get
2
my
left. Is there any scary ones in here left? You think?
There's
I
for
don't
sure
know.
one. That's.
Which one do you think it is? Which one you pick? Left hand, right hand. My
I
left.
want the one with your wedding ring
Oh,
on it. So
boy.
I feel calm. I know Maria will protect
I was
me.
thinking that too.
Oh, you fucker.
Oh damn.
You fucker. That's what I get.
So everybody had a good question.
Yep.
I knew this was going to be in here. Like I was thinking to myself, this is a question I think you ask. This is a copy and paste in every single one of these that you do.
Yeah. Some of them are gonna stay the same.
Yeah, which is
Right.
fine because it's different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Different
what
answers.
is your favorite sex position?
Rich, our last. Yeah. Woo-hoo!
Thank you.
Yeah.
None of your fucking business.
Exactly.
That's between me and my lady friend.
Thank you.
What? We know nothing.
My lady friend is my wife.
Yeah.
yeah. She's your best friend. Well, you
friend.
should count yourself lucky because
I'm crying.
truth or shot.
You were gonna take a shot anyway.
What's your body count?
1.
Exactly.
I saved myself.
Prove
Right,
it.
Mom? I saved myself. I saved myself till I was a good religious married
will-
So, like,
Catholic
you're a
boy.
shotgun?
Absolutely
You're
be
like a
taking a shot to that.
No
Yeah,
problem.
you've taken a lot of shots for that question because I think you've gotten
I've
that question
also taken-
several
I was
times.
saying
No,
Brit that's
usually-
getting it the
I feel like
most.
usually
Yeah.
I get that
was so
question.
hoping it would not be me.
And still, I'm not answering that question.
all I gotta say
If I
is
can.
cheers to consent.
Cheers to consent.
Let's do an outro shot.
Sure, why not?
Finish out our friends.
Right.
Ooh, that
This
shot
was
hit.
this was not as bad as I expected.
See?
We tried to be gracious hosts.
Right.
Can't scare them off. We need them to do a part 2 eventually.
Right.
But I did get enough. I got enough of the ones you wanted me to get.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you
I
were
think
like,
so.
I can't wait from that.
I'm sitting there thinking like, how can we get rich? But I'm like, what if I get the question?
I would say Britt did submit a good chunk of questions. Yeah. So cheers to you, Rich.
Thank you for
Cheers
having
to
me. I really did
Emerge.
have a
Thank
good time,
you.
and I will say, like, I love you girls. Like, I really do.
We love you,
I
Rich.
look forward to Wednesdays. We've talked about this. Like, sometimes like Wednesdays are Wednesdays.
It's just
like,
our therapy
Right.
day.
But I'm
yeah.
like, I tell you, like, I'm like, but I got the girls tonight. Like, it's
Yeah.
always funny. I always say, it's the way I always like text it, where I say to Maria, I'm like, I got the girls tonight.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh boy. And I'm like, but it's always a good time. Even though it's like, I say to every week, I say to myself, well, we start at 7. We'll be done by 8.
Right.
And then I roll in at like 9:30. I'm like, and I don't know if it's because I'm uploading or because you're an hour and a half
late.
late. I don't know what it is. You fell in the parking lot. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Bitches blow drying their hair. Like, I don't know what the fuck be going on.
I'll be there in 5 minutes, and I don't know what metric system she's using, but
Today
like,
I texted I'll be there in 10 minutes, and I was here 40-something minutes later.
That's crazy.
42 of
I assumed that you would be here at like 7:30. So I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna get everything that
I don't know
done.
why I think
came
it's 7
I
o'clock.
came wet with
I
my
should
hair.
just
'cause-
stop.
I mean, right, because it started at 5:30, and then I got a later job. So like then it was like 6:30, and then like there were other people after us, and now there's nobody here.
Yeah,
there's
no.
nobody here.
So full background disclosure: we film every Wednesday. The episodes go live on Thursday. We do our best to get here.
We get here.
We get here.
We do.
We're not gonna.
But
miss a
I
week.
will say, like, of the podcasts, you and Tank
Yeah.
are the most consistent.
We do our best. We really
I
do.
mean, you're coming up on 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You never miss a week for us.
Yeah.
We try not to miss a week for you.
Yeah.
Like, we
No,
do
I mean,
our best. But I feel
was
like
saying,
we only miss
I was
for
saying
like
to
real
somebody,
ass
I said to
shit.
somebody today, I was telling somebody I was doing this, and they were like, "Oh my lord!" And I was like, "No," but I was saying like part of it is like the fact that you commit to this, like you
Yeah.
guys spend the time, like, and that's what I love about it. Like, I mean, people, because I talked to some middle school kids yesterday about podcasting, and I was saying like you have to commit, like,
Yeah.
you can't just say, well, I don't feel like doing this week. Like if you want to do this and you want to build your brand and you want to be successful, then you have to build an
commit.
audience, and the audience is like, well, I took a week off. Like once you do that a couple times, they're like,
It's over.
like your people are expecting you to do your content, and you have to do your best to adjust. I mean, obviously, there's weeks
Right.
where people get sick or something happens
Yeah,
in your
things
family.
happen. Right.
But you have to like if you want to build an audience, your audience like expects like some level of
They don't give a damn if you got sick or what happened or if
we also
like,
have been
anything.
on the pod with stuffy noses and I get so raspy.
My life,
and I'm
right.
like,
Right. I feel like honestly and truly though, because I'm all over the place all the time, and I'm like thinking about things, and I'm trying to do so many things all at one time. Like if it wasn't for Aria, I would not be 2 years for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
you
I'm
would've
like
quit
back
a
and
long
forth
time
all
ago.
the time. All right, next week for sure. Like please, like next week definitely.
It's very
like you know,
easy. It's very easy
it's
to like.
easy to like.
We'll just take a
backslide
week
little
off
bit.
and we'll come back next week, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden that's
There's nothing.
And then
Nobody's
it's-
wondering
yeah.
about you. Nobody's looking
Yeah,
for you.
right.
Nobody's checking for you.
and
It's
then
not-
that like so yeah, like it's anything you got to show up. Like in life
Yeah.
you got to show
Yeah.
up, and like once in a while you got to show up and do shots even though you don't want to.
I think
And
you
wear a
wanted.
salmon
I think you were
cup, a
excited.
salmon shirt. He was loving this.
Thank God it wasn't
excited.
tequila, because they probably like. I'm glad it was only Tito's. I'm sorry.
I mean, we're not sponsored, but
We're not
right.
sponsored by
I
Tito's.
love
But
vodka.
however-
Girls, thank you very
Love
much.
Tito's.
Lots of fun.
Thank you for
Cheers.
coming.
Thank you. Woo.
Make an Ari face.
Yeah, my shots don't go down
Right.
graceful.
You red like a cherry tomato, Rich.
And until next time.
And this is
An
an A&B conversation.